This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made. And I'll build heaven and call it
Welcome to Farm Aid 2014. And Farm Aid is a concert, but it's also so much more. Music fans, artists, and most crucially farmers are drawn from all over the country to the place where Farm Aid is each year. In this place where we settle our roots for a time, we gather to empower each other, to invigorate our spirit, to keep sowing the seeds for change.
the world is blowing up. The world is caving in. The world has lost her way again. But you are here with me. Yes, you are here with me. It makes it okay.
There's such an abuse of the American farmer right now, to where we have gone from being revered in the early 1900s to being feared by the general public, because you see all of these scares. You see all of the bad that family farmers do.
So it's not about foodieism, it's not about our own health, it is about a healthy farmer's right to exist.
And I think that's the big question is, when does somebody stand up for the family farmer other than he or she themselves, or Farm Aid, or people like Farm Aid, Raffi, and the other groups? When do the general public, the buying public, not groups, but as a society, and when do our state legislators and our Congress and Senate and President stand up and say, we don't have to have corporate farming as our only way of feeding our children. Let's go back to the way it was 50 years ago until forever, and let's let the family farm feed its own community, and let's do everything we can so that they can succeed in doing that.
Family farms like Ray and Martha and Robert, I mean, we're always having to be thinking about the next thing, or what is it that will set us apart, because again, the competition for the lower price stuff is intense. It's good. I mean, it's beautiful. You go and you look at produce in a grocery store, it looks perfect.
Consumer can go right here and buy local and keep that dollar floating right here in our own community.
Too many people want the cheapest product raised, or whether that's proteins or vegetables or whatever. And I get that, because they have a very limited budget. But on the same conversation, they go to a convenience store or a fast food pizza place and they blow $30 on a medium pizza, two orders of breadsticks, and 6 drinks. They could take that $30, spend it with any local family farm, and create 10 meals from that same $30. You fix that problem, the family farm will succeed, right? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with pizza and Mountain Dew. Hey, I like it too, but don't spend all your food budget or any extra food budget and say that I can't afford to buy local, or it's not important. It's crucially important, and we got to get everybody to understand that, or do what we can to understand that.
It's just so basic. You have to fight back against the people who are causing this problem.
So originally that's why I got involved when Willie called and Neil and we all talked. I think we were all young enough and naive enough to think that, well, we will just go out here and we'll do this concert and people will see the light and we'll make a big difference. And here we are, what is this, 27 years later? 29 years later.
It seems like, 29,000 years sometimes. We thought this was going to be great. We love Farm Aid, but we don't love that we're doing Farm Aid. It's not a celebration, it's a mission to change what's going on.
We need to connect us to the goat farmers and the poultry farmers as closely as possible.
Tell everyone that they can come to the farm anytime and take a free tour, because they need to see exactly where the food they're buying comes from.
I've always had children and the citizens come out and have my farmer open house.
And now they know that they've got a farmer that's hitting the field at 5:30, 6 o'clock every day, okay? Doing this, to come April, provide that, And so that's how we're going to win. That's how we're going to win by becoming a stronger force.
And I think we are lucky here in North Carolina to have organizations such as Carolina Farm Stewardship Association with their network and their connections.
And a lot of people say we shouldn't take grants, we shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't have, if you can't do it on your own, then don't ask for it. And I don't disagree with that. But in a world where crop insurance and commodity farming and large companies have backstops and help and grants and this and that and the other, then the small farmer should have everything at their disposal that large companies do. If we're going to do away with it all.
But the future is bright because people are paying attention. You're here, you're paying attention. That's the reason why Farm Aid was such a powder keg for this area, is it brought legitimacy to organic production. Do you know a local farmer? Find one.
Come on in the house.
And thank you for supporting the family farmer. We used to say a long time ago we were trying to save the family farmer. Now the family farmer is trying to save us all, and I think he can do it.
See you, brother. Thank you. We appreciate you.